episode of the Cyprian Francis Show. I'm your host, Cyprian Francis, and this is the show where we talk all things media, marketing, and film related. Today, we are talking about 7 social media trends to look for in 2020. Now, I know this is coming a little late. We're already halfway through January, but I wanted to make this video because I think this is important. We're in a new decade. Things are changing. If you're a brand or someone trying to make traction online, these are the things that you need to be doing. This is the future, and if you're not, then at least consider it. All right, so let's go through the list. So the number one trend for 2020 is social listening. Now, you might not even know what social listening is, and you probably shouldn't because it's a new thing. But social listening is basically taking all the feedback that you're getting on social media from your consumers, from your fans, from your haters, and analyzing that to make decisions, right? So if you're a big brand with a big following, for example, like Taco Bell or something, and you release an ad and you learn something about the ad that no one else caught, and everyone on social media is tweeting it and hashtagging it, then you might not want to run that ad anymore if it's a bad thing. If it's a good thing, then maybe it's like an amazing wonder that you stumble upon. For example, the Popeyes chicken thing. The Popeyes chicken thing blew up on the internet, and I don't think they expected it, but Popeyes did a good job of harnessing that information to make business decisions. So there's some tools that help you with this, all right? One of them is called a Wario. I think that's how you say it. Let's see what else. Agro A Pulse. We've got TweetDeck. I love TweetDeck. TweetDeck is a great one. You can't really do that much with it, but you can organize hashtags, and if your hashtag is getting enough action, it will inform you of what's going on. Keyhole, Mention, Brandwatch, and that's it. I think Hootsuite does it too, along with Sprout Social. But this is an evolving trend. Continue to look for it, keep an eye on it, add it to your repertoire. All right. So number 2, TikTok. Now, I'm sure you've heard of TikTok. It's a China company that everyone compares to Vine, right? So, I've been having conversations with people lately, and I ask them, are you on TikTok? And they're like, no, I'm not on TikTok. I like Vine. And my response to them is, it's better than Vine. You can utilize songs that are trending, that are mainstream, with the full rights and everything. You have amazing editing tools. You have augmented reality. You have AI, filters. And if you are a creative person, you can do very well on TikTok. So, feel free to go ahead and follow me on TikTok while you're at it, at SipHop. I'm kind of using this alter ego brand for TikTok because I don't really trust it yet, right? It is a Chinese company, so who knows what they're doing with it. So if you're on TikTok, give me a follow. I'll follow you back. But there's definitely something here in 2020 and in the new decade. I would highly recommend that you create a channel, start to mess around with it, and the one thing that I've realized on TikTok is some videos can go super viral super fast. Let's see, did I have any? Yeah, like this girl ended up getting 1,800 views or something, which is crazy compared to the other ones that get 10. All right, so TikTok. What else? Facebook and Instagram stories. Now, we all love stories. We know that it's easy to post. You can keep the content consistent, but more so, it's a great vertical for advertising. And I say this because there's so much traffic and there's so many clicks or views that you can get very good CPM numbers, meaning cost per impressions, right? So on Facebook, a healthy CPM can be something like $15, right? $15 for 1,000 views. On when you use stories, both Facebook and Instagram, that number can come down to like $3 per CPM. Now your CPC and your conversion rate might not be as good, but the impressions are there. So if you're going down the awareness campaign of getting your brand name in front of people constantly, Facebook, Instagram stories, it's where it's at. It's not going away. Another part of this is going to be the content that gets created in vertical form. That is soon to be a thing. Movies will be made in vertical form and people will watch it because there's billions of iPhones out there. All right. So if you're not using Facebook and Instagram stories, you need to start. And like my man Gary Vee says, you need to post about 8 to 10 times a day on stories. Doesn't matter if the same 50 people are looking at it. That's your audience. That's your core audience. Feed them content. Okay. The fourth trend is going live. This isn't a new thing, but the one thing to keep in mind from live is that the algorithms like it. When you do something, when you start a live stream and it goes for a couple minutes and you start to get views and you start to get engagement, that fits well in the social media algos, and they will help give you more awareness by putting you near the top of searches and feeds and things like that. So live it's difficult to do because you have to have the swagger, you have to be able to talk with an engaged audience. But that's what we're here for. We can help you come up with these concepts, come up with these shows, things like that. So live is going to be important. It's going to continue to get more important because it's 2020 and media, phones, cameras are all over the place. Okay, let's see. Number 5 is influencers. 2020 will see the fall of major influencers, and it's all going to be about micro-influencers. Those that are specific to a niche, beauty, makeup, working out, science, things like that. And so brands and campaigns, especially companies that have done the previous influencer stuff where they post and you pay them, etc., are going to start to see more action with micro-influencers. So if you're not using micro-influencers, start to think about it because they have rich audiences and they want to get paid just like anybody else. So you'd be surprised what $1,000 or $1,500 campaign with a micro-influencer can get you for your business or your brand. All right. Number 6 is a podcast. So I hope you're listening to this on our podcast version, because we do stream this episode on multiple platforms, but podcasts are where it's at. They're easy to produce. Getting it on iTunes and Spotify is a piece of cake. All you need is a microphone. You don't even need a microphone. All you need is a phone. You can record a lot of your things on your phone now. You just need to be able to ramble about something. Interview people, things like that. And if you're not subscribed to my podcast yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, The Cyprian Francis Show, on iTunes and on Spotify and 10 other platforms that pretty sure no one ever even listens to. But those are the 2 major ones. And finally, the most important trend, the seventh most important trend of 2020 is humor. That's right, creating content and being funny. It's becoming very popular to see brands engage, create interesting, funny, witty campaigns, some on the edge, and those seem to take off very naturally. So if you're not trying to be funny with your brand yet, you should think about it. All right. I think that's about going to sum up my time here in this episode. I hope that you're taking these concepts into consideration as you build your digital marketing campaigns this year. And if you're not and you need some help, go ahead and hit me up, founder@cyprianfrancis.com or cyprian@cyprianfrancis.com. Hit me with the email. Catch you later.